Hey guys, it's me, Patricia. Some of you know me, some of you don't. Oh well, I'm here to talk to you guys about the lazerites event that Fenris wants to hold. One of the things that you might have seen that he's mentioned for this event is the tunic tourney. A lot of people might be like, what the hell is a tunic tourney? Basically, when you come to list, you are to provide a new-ish homemade tunic from your inspiration, your wife, girlfriend, your mom, and you will get a number. That is your number for the event. Make sure you know your number. And then we will proceed just like any other tournament. We will do round fights, one-on-one, one fighter versus the other fighter. Once we get halfway through, we're not going to do a full round, but halfway, where half the fighters, say if we have 10, 5 of the fighters have won fights, they all have a tunic. The winners will get a tunic from the list after reporting their wins and losses. Once that is over, we will continue, and the next round, the losers will get a tunic. So if somebody fights somebody who already has a tunic and they lose, that winner now gives their tunic to the loser. And that will go on. If neither person has a tunic, the loser goes to the list, gets a tunic. This will go on until everybody magically has a tunic. Could take a while. I don't know. But we'll do one-on-one fights until everyone has a new tunic. The last round, the third round, is a survival round. We're no longer doing one-on-one rounds. This is a pick your fight battle. This is an optional round. If you want to leave once you have a tunic, you can. But that will disqualify you from the prizes. The third round will be a battle of the most fights and the most losses. We will have prizes for those two, and I don't know what they are yet. But those two will have prizes, so if you drop out, you lose out. If you keep fighting, the more you fight, the better chance you have, but you can drop out at any time during the survival round. The rules of that round, you cannot fight the same person back to back. You have to fight one person, report it to list, and you have to challenge another person to battle. You cannot battle the same person back and forth just because you guys like those two tunics, okay? If you do that, your second battle will not count, and any more back-to-back battles will not count towards lists. So basically, what you need is a tunic. If anybody's wondering, I'm going to make a video on how to do that. I'm really hoping that we can get together for a class, but if not, I'm going to have this video. Before I post that video, make sure you guys have scissors. Make sure you have fabric. This is just some fabric I picked up from Goodwill. It's not really suitable for a tunic, but this was about $2. I have this green fabric, which is probably what I'll use for this tournament. $3.99 Goodwill. This was a lot of fabric. I'm actually using this for a pair of pants. You can see it's stripy. I don't know how well my camera works, but striped fabric for pants for me, $3.99, and so on and so forth. And most of the time, these rolls, $2.99 from Goodwill, will have enough fabric to make one, possibly two tunics, depending on how lucky you get. So Goodwill, a good place to find fabric. The only thing you want to do is make sure it's not t-shirt fabric. You don't want it to be stretchy. You do want it to breathe, but not be stretchy. We're not making t-shirts, we're making tunics. Another good place to go, Walmart. I really like this. I'm going to make a tunic, a gold tunic out of this. I'm not sure when yet, but This is $2 a yard. I have a half yard here because I'm doing a quilt. So yeah, half yard, gold. It's a plain fabric. They're $2 a yard at Walmart. It's a good place to go. If you want to be really pricey, like I get sometimes, this is pretty much the perfect kind of fabric you could have for a tunic. I got it at Joann's. It was about $10 a yard, but I have lots of coupons from Joann's, so I ended up paying about $10 for 2 yards. That's still pretty pricey for fabric. So if you're not super into this, you don't want to make it your project thing forever, I don't suggest going and spending $20, $30 on a tunic that you're taking to a tunic tourney. The other thing you might want to get is some trim. Try to find something that's period. This is not quite period, but it's appropriate. Let me see what else I got in here. This is the one I used on the tunic for my husband for his lazerites tunic. It's green and white. It's all embroidery style. Yeah, and then, I mean, if you really can't find something, you can always get a roll from Walmart for 99 cents, $1. And that's not quite right for period, but it's appropriate for a first tunic. You don't have to be completely period with your tunic. This is all for fun. We are debating whether or not we'll be judging tunics. That'll be up to you guys if you want to have an arts and sciences competition before we get to the tunic tourney. We can do votes on whose inspiration made the best tunic and have an inspiration prize. Yeah. I also have this shiny fabric. I'm using it for a kid's tunic because it's definitely, this silver color is not period, but the pattern is period. So, you know, whatever makes you guys happy, as long as you tried, it will be right. So I'm going to give you guys a few days to gather some materials. I'm going to link the rules of the tourney to this video. I'm not sure if I'm going to definitely post it to the lazerites page. I might try to get it onto YouTube for easier access. And then we'll go from there. So if you guys can let me know when is the best time to show you how to make a basic tunic. If anyone needs to know how to make a basic tunic, you have friends that you're bringing to the lazerite event that need to know how to make a basic tunic, because, come on, bring your friends. This is basically a newcomers event, and we want your friends there, okay? So that's that. Have fun. I'll see you guys a little bit later, and I hope to see you during the tunic tourney.